1, 2. Oh, there we go. Good evening, everybody. How are we? You know, that buzzer sounding gives me some flashbacks. I was just talking to my former coach here, Mr. Castellano, and that buzzer sounding lets me to think, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the VFW House Health and Physical Education Center for tonight's Eagle basketball game. Because this is where it all started for me. He made sure to mention that this is where it all started for me. Again, my name is Alex Avadio. I'm the sports director at KRTV Channel 5. And again, my announcing career, sportscasting career, whatever you want to call it, began right here in this building. And I know we need to move the program quickly, but I'm getting a little emotional here thinking about that because I just, last night, you know, we're talking about the ceremony and what we're all here for today. Last night, I was in El Paso. In addition to my role at Channel 5, I call college basketball games for CBS Sports. And I was in El Paso for a game between UC Santa Barbara and UTEP. And for those of you who know UTEP, Texas Western, Glory Road, National Championships. And it's the Haskins Center. And on the court at the Haskins Center is the signature Don Haskins, the legendary Don Haskins. And coming back to the Valley, knowing what we were going to do today, I kind of feel it fitting as I was in a place where we had a legend, and now today we honor a legend forever here at Mission High School, the late Roy Garcia. So very special to be here for this. So many great folks in attendance. I see some very familiar faces that I haven't seen in a long time. I hope to see you at some point during this. And again, you know, for me, not only did my announcing career begin here, but as a former student athlete of the late Roy Garcia, it's very special for me to be here as the MC for this wonderful occasion. It's a very special night for everyone. The Lady Eagles will be in action tonight. The Eagles will be in action tonight. And for all of you, I hope you all recognize how special it will be to be the first teams to step on this floor. When we unveil it as the Rosendo Roy Garcia Court here at the VFW House Center. It's an honor for all of us to be here, and I can't wait to get things started. Again, today's about acknowledging a legend and watching present and future athletes learn about the immense role that Roy Garcia played, not just at Mission CISD, but beyond. Roy was obviously a legend here. The legend began here, but it continued on in other stops along the way, and the legacy he's left through the coaches that worked for him that went on to have their own careers beyond, it goes without saying. And before we get started, I want to acknowledge some of our special guests we have here today. First, I want to acknowledge the family of the late Coach Roy Garcia. I'm going to ask you all, please stand and be recognized when I call your name. Let's hold the applause, please, before we get through everyone. Of course, the late Angie Garcia, Dalia Garcia, Roy Garcia II, Rosette Keith Rosman Garcia, Frank Garcia, Tony Garcia, Alan Garcia, Eva Hernandez, Mary Moreno, Luis Rodriguez, and then the rest of the extended family, if you're here, please stand and be recognized. The family of Roy Garcia. Thank you all so much for being here. I know what it means as we went through the process to get this underway after Roy's passing. It's an honor to have you all here as we honor the legend forever here at Mission High School. Also want to acknowledge the Mission CISD Board of Trustees and the Mission CISD leadership team for their support. So again, please stand and be recognized, and let's hold our applause until everyone is up. That includes Roy Vela, and of course Iris Iglesias, Juan Gonzalez, Petra Ramirez, May Rogers, Veronica Betty Mendoza, and Jerry Zamora. And of course, our EL team members, including Superintendent Dr. Sharon Roberts, Lorena Garcia, Joel Garcia, Rick Rivera, Cynthia Wilson, Heriberto Flores, Francisca Cruz, and Kim Marisica. Round of applause. Thanks to all of you for your support. You know, I've been meeting with Coach Garcia a lot over the last several months. One of the first meetings we had was being on the committee to be a part of this process of naming the court here. And, you know, what a time it is to recognize Coach in this way as we get ready to kick off, you know, the basketball season and move forward here. And it's going to be an awesome opportunity for all of us to be a part of this. Now, before we continue on, let's hear some words from Mission CISD Board of Trustee President, Mr. Roy Bella.
Good evening. We are so glad that the day is here. On behalf of my colleagues, executive administration, leadership team, Mission High School administration, coaching staff, we are so glad that today is the day. When we heard about the unveiling, about the names, I was a product of Mission High School. I was coached by the legend, Coach Roy Garcia. And I'm so glad that today is the day that we're going to unveil him. And to be honest with you, it's actually emotional because he was not only a coach, he was not only an icon, he was a father figure to many athletes, to many students. And for that, there's no words but just immense love and emotion, to be honest with you. And I can't wait for the unveiling because he touched so many hearts in so many lives, in so many great ways.
Thank you, Mr. Villa. Now let's hear from Mission CISD Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Carol Pettis.
Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the Mission CISD community, distinguished guests, and most importantly, the family of the late Coach Roy Garcia. It is with a great sense of gratitude and pride that we gather to honor and celebrate the enduring legacy of a beloved figure in our district's history. On behalf of the Mission CISD Board of Trustees and the entire Mission CISD community, we want to extend our heartfelt thanks to the family of our late legend Coach Roy Garcia. Your unwavering commitment to ensuring that his legacy will continue to inspire generations to come has come to fruition. Jerry Science, his sister, and everyone that came forward, thank you. Today, as we dedicate this basketball court to the memory of Coach Roy Garcia, we are not only recognizing his contributions to Mission CISD, but also acknowledging the profound impact that he had beyond these walls. Together, let's ensure that his memory lives forever. May Coach Garcia's legacy continue to inspire, guide, and uplift our community, both within these walls and far beyond. Thank you, and may his spirit be with us now and always.
Thank you, Dr. Pettis. And now, help me welcome the daughter of the late Coach Roy Garcia, Mrs. Rosette Keith.
Hello. It's great to be here, guys. Basketball people, athletes, it's thank you, dancers. This is overwhelming, and I know my father would be so proud if you were here today. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to start with thank This honor for my dad, Coach Garcia, started quite some years back with little Twitter tweets, Instagram, Facebook posts by Marco Soto, Juan Reyna, Oscar Martinez. Then a beautiful proposal was developed by my aunt, Tia Hernandez, and was sent off to my cousin, Dr. Linda Garcia, to revise and edit and add some spice. Once the proposal was in its perfection, our dad had to go over to Mission with the help of my stepmom, Dr. Garcia, to hand deliver the proposal to Jerry Sines, asking him to get it to where it needed to go, and that was the Team of 8. So thank you, Mr. Sines, for helping to introduce a resolution to memorialize my father's name and legacy. Gratitude also goes to the Team of 8, which includes President Roy Vela, Vice President Iris Iglesias, board members Juan Gonzalez, Petra Ramirez, Minnie Rogers, Veronica Mendoza, and Superintendent Dr. Perez. Thank you. The Team of 8 then created a committee to spearhead the nomination process. This committee consists of Dora Martinez, Rene Garza, Alex DeBarrio, Gus Zapata Sr., Oscar Martinez, and Normally Garza and Cindy Pacheco. The committee sent out an announcement asking the Mission Committee to send their nominations as to who should have this honor of the gym name for after them. Well, the Mission Committee spoke, and this honor should be bestowed on my dad, Roy Garcia. So thank you, community, for speaking and giving out your nominations. The next thank you is to Coach Daniel Emporio for your contribution to the design of the court, the start of my dad's biography, and your correspondence to and from my brother and me, keeping lines of communication open. Also, thanks to Assistant Superintendent of Operations, Lorraine Garcia, for being a person who was great at staying connected with me throughout this process. Thank you. Lastly, thank you for Demetri Greco for putting these two events together. They've been wonderful. Thank you. So you see, it was quite a journey to get here today. Like Ms. Leah Juarez said in the Progress Time, it's best, she said it best. After years of efforts from family and loving friends, our beloved dad, Coach Garcia, will be memorialized here at Mission High School Newhouse Gym with a basketball court named in his honor. We are all here today to see this honor take place, knowing in the back of our minds we want this honor to have happened with our dad present. Regardless of the timing, it is an opportunity for the students of Mission CISD to know what his legacy did for them. My dad's work ethic came from his upbringing from his parents, and his siblings worked tirelessly on the crops to help the family out. He wanted to make something of himself. He wanted to be the best coach. When he arrived here in Mission, Texas in 1972, he came with the attitude that he was going to do the best he could with what he had and where he was at. And he did just that, and so much more. My dad was considered a genius as the head basketball coach here in the Rio Grande Valley. He studied the game all the time, always learning, always watching the game, even drawing up X's and O's plays on paper napkins wherever we were at. This honor means a lot to me, my brothers, and the Garcia family, because it shows his service to Mission schools and Mission community was not overlooked. My dad only wanted the best for Mission basketball and the Mission athletics. From glorious titles to the best facilities. From being present for the 1990 Eagle football run to the state semifinals at the Astrodome, to the 1991 Lady Eagles cross country state championship win on the campus of Southwestern University in Georgetown. Dad was there, and I believe I was there too. This is why the accomplishments that mean the most to him are all sports championships listed on those banners. He was more than a great head basketball coach. He was one heck of an athletic director. His love for competition was very evident because he wanted to do the best in every sport. My dad took the Mission athletic program being one to admire and the surrounding districts wanted to emulate. Dad was more than a basketball coach to his players. He was sometimes a father figure, a mentor, and he was a friend. At this time, I want every ex-basketball player to stand, whoever was on this court playing under him. If there's an opponent here that played against us, Eagles, you can stand too, and coaches. Thank you for playing with grit and for playing your hearts out on this gym floor. Your winning attitude is part of why my dad is honored today. It took players like you all to encourage him to be the best for you. I could go on and on about my dad, but all of you here today know of his accomplishments, his love for the game, his love for sports, his drive to win, and his love for Mission, Texas. He once said his heart belongs to Mission. Mission is his home. Once again, thank you for honoring my dad, Coach Garcia, his beautiful plaque, and magnificent name of the court. Now let's get this unveiling underway.
Thank you, Rosette. So it's now that time of the program for the plaque in court unveiling. If we could have Dr. Bettis, Mr. Vela, Mrs. Keith, Dalia Garcia, Roy Garcia II, Rosman, please come over and stand by the plaque. Go ahead and get those smartphones ready, everybody. You don't want to miss it. You get one shot at this, right? All right. You guys want to count with me? You got a drum roll? Can we get a drum roll, please? It's a good idea. We've had that over here. Three, two, one. Beautiful plaque. Let's get together for photos here. One more round of applause for the plaque. All right. The velvet rope comes down. Now let's move, slide back over to the side over here. And this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Is everybody in position? All right, get those phones out. All right. A drum roll, please. 3, 2, 1. And there it is, forever immortalized here at Mission High School, Coach Roy Garcia Court and the Gilpin House Center.
Say one more thing. I'm like, my dad was here, we would give him a standing ovation. So let's do that. Standing ovation for Coach Garcia. Tigerettes, I love you Tigers. I love you for being here. I love you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you so much. And before we go, I know Coach would want me to say one more thing. We got a couple of basketball games here tonight. So you folks who are still here, come out and support your Lady Eagles and your Eagles tonight as they take on Sharyland and Rio Grande City, respectively, a battle of rattlers. So make sure you check out the game tonight as we honor Coach Roy Garcia here in Mission, Texas. On behalf of everyone, our school board, our leadership team, the Garcia family, and everyone at Mission CISD, that concludes our ceremony tonight. Thank you so much to all of you for being here as we honor the legendary Willie, Coach Roy Garcia.
No worries.